right, let's bring this meeting to order. Today is a special meeting, of the Select Board, Town of Marshfield. The date is January 31st and the time is 11:15. I'd like to bring this meeting to order. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion been made and duly seconded. Roll call is in order. Ms. Fidler?
Aye.
Mr. Darcy?
Aye.
Mr. Kelly?
Aye.
Unanimous vote to open the special select board meeting for January 31st, 2025.
I'd also like to make everybody aware that this meeting is being taped, so that will be available for folks if they'd like to see this. Let's do Pledge of Allegiance.
Yes.
Okay? Thank you. Pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. So tonight we have an action item on the fiscal year 26 budget that was presented on January 21st. And then we, as you know, we had the advisory board here on the 27th. So this is a motion that reflects that meeting. And that's why we've come together today. We have all had now 2 opportunities to look at the fiscal year 26 operational budget as presented by our town administrator, and we were able to listen to the advisory board, just get started with a couple of little questions regarding this. And they'll be having their advisory board meetings in the next month and a half. Yeah.
Yes.
So can you just tell us when the schedule?
Sure, Madam
Yes,
Chair, they're
please.
gonna start. They don't have any meetings scheduled for this week. They're gonna digest, he's giving, the chair of the advisory board is sharing the budget that I sent over to them with all the background information that they need. They'll digest that and then they'll start meeting probably the following week, a week from the Monday. They'll start the Monday, I think it's on the calendar. Tomorrow's the 1st, 2nd, 3rd,
Yeah.
so probably the week of the 10th. They'll schedule something and they'll be sending me their schedule so that I can participate at their meetings. And Sean and Meg also participate in those meetings. And they will begin the process, meeting with the department heads. And, they go through the budget, they, look at, what the salary costs are, what the insurance costs are, they go through each of it. And then they are well informed. They'll vote on each of the department's budgets. They'll assign who's going to be in charge of, and they're doing something different. In the past, the advisory boards have only assigned one person to each department. And the chair wants to assign 2 or 3 members depending on the size. If it's a smaller department, just 2. Larger department, it's just 3. So there's better exchange of ideas,
Okay.
things like that. So, and then we'll have our joint meeting in March. Not that date in front of me at the moment.
Okay,
But,
we'll get that to folks.
yeah, we have that, and then the warrant comes out the week before that. The special town meeting warrant will open and close in February. The difference between the annual, anything that's approved in the annual is not available until July 1. Anything approved at a special is available immediately, once it's loaded into the system. So
Okay.
this motion, we would have normally have done on Monday night. But with the questions and everything, it certainly didn't dawn on me until the next day
Yeah.
that we never voted. So
Yeah,
we here to vote because,
it's a lot of reading, right, Eric? You have the band, the thought was.
Yeah.
Great.
so it's just, we want to make sure that it's all set because they're going to begin their deliberation. So that's
Okay,
why we're here.
all right. Well, Steve, do you have any questions on,
No, we've had 2 different meetings to walk through it, and there were a lot of really good questions asked. So I feel like no stone's been left unturned. So I think we're good to go.
okay, thank you. Eric, anything you'd like to add?
I would just like to add that, or just say that, there was some contract negotiations that were done for all involved, and I had some disagreements with them, and the other thing is that,
This is in regard to the,
yeah, I know, but
Oh,
only is
yeah.
that it's all incorporated into the budget, so. But the other thing is that I'm getting feedback from people in regards to the schools, which I guess the meeting was conveniently not taped when they were supposedly the schools looking to add 5 new positions, I guess, over X amount of years, and I have concerns on that. We don't have any information on that, so, I'll be honest with you, Len, I don't know if we should be voting right away to approve this unless I think we get a chance to sit down as a joint meeting with everybody from the schools and all that, to find out if there's any more information in regards to the spec. That's,
Okay, okay. So have you had an opportunity to reach out to?
not at the moment,
schools?
no.
So you're just,
I'm just going
at
off
this
what people
point-
told me that, at our meeting.
which meeting is this? Can you give me more?
I think it was a school committee meeting earlier this month, I believe.
And did you attend that meeting?
No, my understanding, somebody else did. It wasn't a taped meeting, for MCM. I guess, what they suggested was, rather than see what's in there, I did have an opportunity to get that.
Okay. Well, if it's the school budget and they're working to get that implemented into our town's fiscal year 26, I'm gonna consider that as a school issue at this particular time, and then we will work towards trying to figure that out with advisory board. That's their job at this point. If we stop right now and stop the wheels turning in this motion, then I think it will be bad for the town at this point. So I'd like to make a motion to continue with, the reason why we're here today. And I'd like the board to move to approve the fiscal year 2026 budget as presented. It will come with changes as they go through and present it later on. And,
Madam Chair,
yes.
just, so that's not entirely true.
okay,
So, I think that you want to move the motion as is. You know, to Mr. Kelly's point, I wasn't at that meeting either, but I do know because, you know, we talk to the schools, very frequently.
okay,
This budget has 3% built in for them.
really,
That's,
yes, I realize
that's the
that.
most that we can afford without doing layoffs. So if we add any more layoffs, then it gets into, you know, laying off fire and police and DPW employees.
It also sent to it.
Yeah, there's that, yeah. So we have the 3% and that dollar amount, you'll see the exact dollar amount.
So we're at 59,433,
That is correct.
376,
Yep.
which is 50% of our overall budget.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, thank you for interjecting. I had you speaking, so if there's anything you'd like to add to what was
No,
just said.
I've said my piece.
Okay. Steve, is there anything you'd like to add to what was just said?
No,
Okay. So then I am going to request a motion as written. The board moves to approve the fiscal year 2026 budget as presented on January 21st, 2025 and January 27th, 2025 under the town of Marshfield's charter on or before the last Monday of January when this was
Which is
January 27th. The select board, assisted by the town administrator, must file with the advisory board the proposed fiscal year 26 budget for the ensuing fiscal year with the budget message and supporting documents. The advisory board will begin their process to review the fiscal year 2026 budget in the amount of $119,926,729. Do I have a second?
second,
Motion been made and duly seconded. Roll call is in order. Ms. Fidler?
Aye.
Mr. Darcy?
aye,
Mr. Kelly? Motion carries 2-1.
Okay. So seeing no further business, the board moves to adjourn. Do I have a second?
second,
Motion been made and duly seconded. Roll call is in order. Ms. Fidler?
Aye.
Mr. Darcy?
aye.
Mr. Kelly?
Aye.
Unanimous vote to adjourn the special select board meeting for January 31, 2025. Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care, Steve.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Bye, Steve.
Good weekend. You too.